Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
It's a lot of fun.
Never had it. I've never had the clap. Not even close.
I've had it twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
How
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad.
No, you kind of don't even notice.
But when you first noticed it, how was it? Did you like pee and you're like, holy crap, it's here. It's happening.
No, you just kind of like.
He gave it to me. I can't believe he gave it to me. I can't believe all those guys gave it to me.
Can't believe I trusted that man under the underpass.
How could he do this? He promised he didn't. I've never had the clap. I've never had any kind of VD, STD.
Come on. Well, now you're married. I was going to say, little.
All right. I've got lesions all over my torso. My wife will find out soon enough. The HPV, of course. You're not living.
Sure, I assume we all have it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I've never had anything more than that.
Okay.
No. But with the Clemits, it's just a simple pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one round. It's not even like a series of antibiotics. You take 2 pills right there at the doctor's office, and they're like, all right.
You should do it like preemptively, just before you make love. Just take a Viagra and a chlamydia.
That's a pretty
pill.
good idea, honestly.
Not bad.
In the Motley crew behind the music, they were saying that they would get penicillin injections just like once every couple of months, just in case.
Man, that's when rock stars are rock stars.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? So you grew up in Seattle, so you probably know I was a big grunge kid growing up because I grew up in the 90s. And we got, the generation before us got hair metal and crazy rock and roll backstage, groupies.
Yeah.
And then we just got really sad.
Sad.
But,
Probably too sad to get it up.
no, but I think they still live that lifestyle,
You think so?
but they just didn't sing about it. They weren't like, girls, girls,
Yeah, that's
girls,
true.
and more like, I think I'm dumb.
My libido. Wink.
Yeah.
Wink. I still got one. Wink, wink.
I used to love Nirvana, dude. A dream was to go to Seattle. And we're going April 10th.
Hey, we're going to be there April 10th.
Yeah,
Come see us.
I'm going to walk around and be like, wow, this is why he was so sad.
I was a little too young to really connect with Nirvana.
Really?
Yeah. The grunge. It happened when I was like a child.
Right.
And so like I was vaguely aware of it because it was in Seattle, but you don't understand that like that's not normal.
Right.
You're just like, wow, this band is big, cool.
Yeah, I think people have a misconception when music comes from a certain place. Because if you were to go there, you'd be like, all right, this is where the magic is. Like, I don't know, just a bunch of suburban kids made some music because they were so sad.
Yeah, and there was just kind of the way that the culture shifted and the kind of thing that they were doing. Like it all just kind of lined up in a nice way for them.
What'd you get up to?
What did I get up to?
Yeah,
Eddie, what did I get up to?
What did you? Or who?
Well, first I want to tell you that I bought a $10 chapstick.
What?
And I want to
From
know
where?
How much? What's the most you would ever spend on a chapstick?
Oh man, $2, $3,
$3.
Burt's Bees. Burt's Bees.
Burt's Bees is worth $4.
Burt's
Let's
Bees
get
is
that out of
$4.
the way.
Burt's
Well, what happened
Bees.
was I was doing a show in Santa Barbara, and on the way there,
That's far.
yeah, it's
For all
like
the people
an
in
hour and a
LA
half.
don't know. Probably
like
outside
an hour and a half.
about an hour and a half, but traffic makes you feel like it's longer.
Yeah, so I got like a bag with some stuff in it, and we're on our way there, and I'm like, I want chapstick, and I reach into my bag, and I realize there's no chapstick in this bag, and so I'm like, whatever.
Right.
We get to the venue a little early. We're in like an artsy kind of part of Santa Barbara.
This is rich there, huh?
Yeah.
Rich whites.
Vintage shops, $50 candles, stuff like that.
Ugh.
And so I'm just kind of wandering around, and I see a surf shop. So I'm like, whatever, I'll go pop my head in the surf shop.
Any bums? Any homeless people? Anything? Anyone on the streets? Nobody?
Any hobos with bindles?
Any hobos with bindles? Guys just looking for make a quick. Any guys playing 3-card Monte on the streets?
I didn't see any.
Nothing.
I did see a man park his Maserati on the street.
Well, that's homeless for them.
Yeah.
What
honestly.
year is that?
Yeah. It is funny to see a car that expensive parallel parking. It's like, buddy, come on.
I saw a Ferrari today, but I put on my stories. It just said criminal on it. The license plate criminal. CRMNL or something.
Criminal. I'm a criminal.
Criminal of grammar.
Grammar criminal.
Spell it out, criminal. But like, so what's the whole point? I guess you're just like, I don't know, like I'm a bad boy.
I'm a cool guy.
Yeah, I sell crypto. I help the dark web do its deeds. I help human trafficking.
I was the CEO of Enron.
Okay, so you're in
So I
Santa
go to
Barbara. You're doing a show with the rich whites,
And I want chapstick. I go to the surf shop. I see chapstick, and I say to myself, boy, I want chapstick, but I know this is going to be expensive. And then I decide a number in my head. I say if it's $15 or more, I gotta walk away.
$15.
Because at this point, because there's the social anxiety of walking up to the counter with something, them telling you the price, and you going, "Oh, never mind."
Right.
I don't want to do that. Oh, you don't have a problem with that?
No problem.
You know what? And I think that's good.
Because they need
But
to
I
know
have that problem.
They need to know it's ridiculous. There's a certain line.
Sure, the kid working at the surf shop who is stoned out of his gourd. Do you think he cares?
Yeah, I think there's a line where you don't look sad and they look egregious, and we got to figure out what that line is. For me, it's like if I say it's under, if anything under maybe $6 or $7, I can look bad. But if it's over $8, $9, it's like you guys are crazy.
Okay, what's the tone? What's the tone you're going with? Let's pretend. Okay, you bring your chapstick to the counter.
I go, do you have any chapstick?
And I say, yeah, we have this one right here. It's $11.50.
No, they would never say the price because they're so rich. No one
Okay,
knows the price.
sure. Oh yeah, we've got chapstick right here.
Cool. And I go like this. I go. I would honestly.
There's no price on it. So you have to take it to the front. That's the other thing.
Oh wow. And I'm under the impression that chapstick is $3.
Of course.
No matter where you are on the social ladder. So I go, they scan, and I go, what's this?
And I say it's $11.53, sir.
I go, take it off.
Take it off. This is the only thing you've brought to the.
Take it off. Is this all you got for chopstick?
And I say, no, we have this one. It's actually more expensive.
Where do you get off? Is this Biden's fault?
And I say, I don't know, man. I don't make the prices.
You don't? That's what I would do. I would scold that boy.
You don't?
No, I would definitely say, hey, no. Here's the thing. I was raised by, how do I put this nicely? Shameless immigrants.
Okay.
And shameless immigrants have no problem saying, you're crazy. I'm not paying that much for this. I've seen my mother full on haggle, belittle, shame. I've seen my mother, bro, my mom and dad have been in line at Walmart's, at Target-like stores, and said, hey, can you give it to me cheaper?
They will haggle at the cash
and I'll haggle too.
At a big box store?
My wife gets so embarrassed of the haggle. I love the haggle.
Where have you haggled recently?
Dude, I've haggled at Targets.
You've haggled at Target? What are you haggling?
Oh, I'm sorry. You love the man. You like their prices, not me.
Okay,
I'm
agree.
Luigi. I will shoot down bad prices.
I respect it.
Thank you.
But I cannot imagine that anyone at Target who is working at the store has the power to go, you know what, you're right, I'll knock off $5.
I go, I won't say I disagree with the price. I'll be like, is there a coupon? Is there a sale going on? Yeah, and then sometimes I'll be like, I can give you like a $10 coupon if you sign up for our newsletter. Oh, yeah, apply that. And I'll do it.
Well, now they got your email address.
No. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'll just write to something fake.
Oh.
My wife will be like, I full on embarrass her to the point where she's like, I mean, you saved us money, but was it worth it? I'm like,
for you, it sounds like.
Want to hear the ultimate way? My mother will throw her kids under the bus to save a buck.
How has she done this?
First trip to the United States, Florida, Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah.
I guess it's outside of Miami. I'm not sure where Hollywood, Florida is. Anyway.
Sound off in the comments. Where's Hollywood?
Yeah, sound off, Floridians. Actually, no, because you'll probably call us cucks and losers. But anyway, the point is, so we're at like a flea market, like a farmer's market, which reminds me, I got to tell you something. So we're in a farmer's market, and my mom is looking at little trinkets, like let's say pepper shakers and stuff like that.
Salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah,
okay.
little porcelain things. And I'm a kid, truly a child.
How old? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
I'm like 8.
8, okay.
Let's see. The year is probably 1990. So I'm going to be probably 8 or 9. My brother's going to be 6 or 7. And my littlest brother was probably maybe a year old.
Okay.
So I pick something up, a kid, and I accidentally drop it. And the guy...
Did you break it?
And yeah, I broke it. So the guy...
Typically, that means you bought it.
So the guy goes, here, give it to me. All right. And then my mom goes, how much is this? My mom goes, I'll take this, right? So some little, like, I don't know, like a teacup or something.
Yeah.
that said Florida on it. Something dumb. Yeah. And the guy goes, okay, so the cup is 3, and what your son broke was, what you broke was 10, so 13. And she goes, I didn't break it. I remember that. One of my earliest memories is my mother. She goes, I didn't break it. I know you didn't break it, lady, but your kid broke it. He's like, but I didn't break it. Uh-huh. Well, who's going to pay for it? Have him pay for it.
Did you have $10?
No, I'm fucking 8 years old. And she's like, I'm not going to get money out of a kid, lady. It's your kid. You pay for it. I didn't break it. He broke it. Ask him for the money. And he goes, get the fuck out of here. And like,
so she didn't even get her teacup.
No, but she saved herself from spending.
She saved herself $13.
So my mom figured out a way to like throw me under the, like, what if the kid's like, all right, he's working here for an hour.
Yeah.
All right, he's mine.
I'll pick you up.
All right, I'm taking him to an island just off the coast of Florida. Don't ask me who, don't ask me where.
You almost got sex trafficked, it sounds like.
My buddy Jeff's got an island. We'll put him to work. But yeah, my mom just full out figured it out. So it's in my blood to get a little cheaper, get away. Yeah, I think it's like something to do with like, I wouldn't say scrounging, but definitely figuring out a way to like survive.
Yeah, for sure, it's survival.
But when it comes to like the haggle, I'll figure out. I won't do it everywhere I go, but sometimes I'm a little bit like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you think the last place you haggled was?
I think I haggled for this jacket.
Do you enjoy the haggling?
Listen, a haggler never enjoys it.
I don't buy that. I think a haggler loves it.
No.
I think that's why you haggle.
As a haggler, my mother was a haggler. I guarantee you, all my family was hagglers.
Yeah.
We don't enjoy it. We need to do it. It's in us. We have to do it.
It's in you, but you like it. Yeah. Come on.
I've haggled sex. I've haggled everything.
Be careful saying that.
I'm saying, come on. I'll drive you home later.
There's a different term. I don't think that when it's sex, I don't think it's haggling. I think it's coercion.
No. But anyway, so I've haggled.
Okay, he's a haggler. Well, I'm not much of a haggler, so I paid $10 for a chapstick.
I would have haggled the chapstick. I would have been like, "Can I give you 8? This is crazy."
I think if maybe in a situation where I have cash, I might say like,
all I got is 8.
I got 8.
Yeah,
you take 8.
There you go. Now, what if you lied and had 10 but told them 8?
That I could do, but if I'm paying with a card, it's like I'm gonna pay.
There's only 8 on the card.
Yeah, sorry. Trust me, I keep a close eye on it.
Yeah, I'm razor thin margins
if it's
here.
more than $8, it's gonna end up costing me like $100 in late fees.
Yeah. I'm overdrawn right now. This could really break me. I'm trying to reduce my my debt here. Could you give me 8?
Yeah, let's make a deal.
But I won't embarrassly haggle. It depends on the purchase. I'll ask: is there a coupon? Is there a sale? Is there a deal?
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not above a haggle. On Depop, I'm lowballing. I'm haggling all the time.
Oh man, we hate lowballers.
Sorry.
God. There's some lowballs that I get on some clothing that I post. I'm like, this is you just want to break me. You want me to contemplate the price and be like, I bought this for $300. You asked me to sell for 60. Sometimes I'll sell something on Facebook Marketplace, and the initial offers are so egregious. I just want them to just like, I hope you know what you've done here. You've offended me.
What do you
listing a couch for $800? Incoming offer, $80. Buddy, die. What? Do you think I'm an addict? Do you think I'm a junkie selling off my furniture?
That's what they're hoping. Yeah.
They're hoping for junkies.
Honestly, you're kind of, when you lowball, you're hoping you found the right desperate person.
You know what's funny?
Like, you know what? I need $80 more than I need to deal with this.
These lowballers on Facebook Marketplace offer up. They're just hoping that I have a moment where I'm just like so desperate. I'm alone. I'm looking at my bank account being like, oh God. And he's just lurking, rubbing his hands, being like, come on, $80 for a sofa.
Yep. That's exactly
what they're really hoping for is that I'm moving and I need to get rid of it that day or that week and go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like one time
we wouldn't lowball if it didn't work sometimes.
Tell me what you think of this. Am I a bad guy for doing this?
Yes.
Good. So let's move on to my next topic. This is a way more efficient podcast than you think. So I bought a bed. This is back in the day. I bought a bed frame off Facebook Marketplace. I go to the person's place with a woman I'm dating, by the way. She helped me move a bed.
Okay.
Great
So
gal.
she's strong.
Great, stronger than me, taller than me, bigger than me. I need someone big to carry this bed.
Well, and you want to feel safe when you're
I
out
want to
at
feel
night.
safe, yeah, because I don't know who this person is.
Yeah, exactly. You're bringing her.
I'm bringing a woman to a stranger's place so I can feel safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we go to this place, Santa Monica. This woman in her home, she had a nice Floyd bed, which is really cool beds. And I go, how much? She's like, $150, and then regular $800. I go, I'll take it. She's like, okay, cool. And the mattress. I go, oh, I just want the bed. She's like, yeah, but it comes together with the mattress. So I'm like, but I don't need the mattress. Like, listen, I'm leaving for Boston tomorrow.
Yeah.
And everyone I've tried to sell this is kind of bailed. I just need you to take this with the mattress. I go,
Sounds like not my problem.
so I go, hey, all right, I'll take the mattress. Like, okay. She should have known what I'm about to do. Put it in the bed, grab the mattress. She's like, do you have a big enough car? I had a Honda Civic.
You did not have a big enough.
I go, I got bungee cords. Like, okay. And me and the girl like, and I'm dragging it around along the ground. And she's like, it's going along the ground there. I'm like, that's fine. I'll clean it.
It's not gonna matter.
And
Where
then,
she's going,
and then
it won't matter.
She watched me through the window and was like, oh, and I carried it towards the car, but I got out of sight and I just left it in front of her apartment building.
Now, I'm surprised that you didn't say, okay, well, I don't need the mattress. So essentially, you're now paying me to be
A mover.
So you're going to knock $40 off the price, and then I'll take the
Now,
mattress.
this is the haggler's.
Now, that's a haggle.
I love the haggle. You got it in you, buddy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
where
I
were
do.
you? I should have brought you there instead of that dumb woman.
Yeah, she blew it, man.
Oh, she blew it.
She cost you. Okay. Don't be gross.
Oh, come on. It's all I have. But anyway, so we actually dumped it in front of someone else's apartment building. So she didn't really see it when she left.
She saw it within the week, though.
Well,
sure.
when she got in her car on the way to LAX, she looked over and saw the mattress. I was like,
She was probably like, man, not my problem.
and I love that. And
I
I
didn't dump it.
end up selling that bed for $600.
You're selling that bed?
No, the bed frame.
You sold that bed for $600?
So I bought it for $150, and then me and my wife, when we moved in together, she's like, I already have a bed frame, so we sold it for like $600.
You sold it for $600?
Worth $800.
What the hell?
It's called a flip. Capitalism.
Damn. But it's still like a bed.
She sold on her she sold it under in a desperate time. I had to get rid of it.
Right,
it's
right,
worth
right,
$600.
right.
But for her, she had to get rid of it immediately. So she needed.
But then you used it for how many years?
2 years.
2 years. Okay, that's not that long. I thought you had it for like 10 years.
No.
and then flipped it for,
But if the market calls for it,
who knows?
who knows? So, speaking of furniture, me and the wife went to an estate sale. Have you ever been to an estate sale before?
Yes, it's been a while.
Okay. Well, how was your experience?
It's mostly junk.
Mostly junk.
Yeah.
Depends on the estate.
Of course.
Yeah. You want to go in there and find like, I don't know what people want.
Spider-Man number 3.
Yeah, or like,
A Charizard card.
A Charizard card, or I don't know, maybe some Joe Louis boxing gloves, or a Mickey Mantle helmet.
Some old baseball cards. They don't know that they're
maybe
valuable.
like an Aztec statue or something valuable you can flip, and they don't know what it's
High
worth.
Life
Yeah,
wall sign.
yeah, or like maybe like a sex swing, or
used any kind of used sex toys.
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
really-
like
vintage sex toys.
like
Oh my god,
a nice shellacked dildo.
shellacked.
Wooden
They don't shellac them anymore.
You know what? I remember in America when those dildos were wooden shellac.
We used to make those things in America out of American fur and American shellac,
And then
by union workers.
That was whittled. It was laid.
Hand whittled.
Hand laid. It was shellacked. It was smooth. It was sent out to be put in your wife or butthole or whoever.
Or whoever.
Or whoever.
We
Whatever.
don't judge.
We don't judge. And that's what it said on the package. We don't judge.
don't judge.
Have some fun. We don't judge. And now it's being sent across the ocean. Who knows who made
Made
it?
of microplastics.
Oh,
Do you have
God.
any idea how much microplastic ends up in your bloodstream through your butthole when you stick
I know.
a...
I've already got so much microplastics in my testicles. Apparently, I don't need it in my butt or my wife's hole. And that's what I say to her. I'm like, you know what, babe? I'd love to tonight, but I really don't want more microplastics.
I can't put more microplastics in you. I just can't.
Anyway,
in good faith.
I would love to go to I mean, what would you do if you went to an estate sale and you just saw like, oh my God, is that like a wooden statue of a penis? Like, no, it's a shellac dildo from the 1800s.
I'm snatching that up and taking it to Antiques Roadshow. This has got to be worth something.
He's just looking at it like, this is, are you prepared to know what this is worth? I believe at auction, this can get anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000.
It looks like it's in great condition. The wood's clearly been refinished and treated.
Yeah, and you can see, if you look down here, the engraved, the the designer engraved it himself. It's always an engraving. But anyway, so we went to an estate sale.
Okay.
Now,
where's the estate sale?
Beverly Hills.
Okay. How do you find out about this estate sale?
So here we go. So, to all the single men out there, listen to
my
this
single fellas.
Oh, my single fellas. Which was, I think that's a CPAC song. All my single white fellas. Who are you going to vote for? Anyway, do yourself a favor. If you're into white women who have a nice sense of style and a good aesthetic eye, go to an estate sale in a good part of town.
Okay.
Because my wife was there and a bunch of women that should have been my wife's friends.
Did she make any friends?
In line, they were really nice people.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, really nice whites, really classy whites. There was not a color of a person. I was the darkest person there. I'm not kidding, and that's sad. That's sad. Someone handed me their keys to park their car. Someone say, "Oh, you're here."
That's good.
And it's like, "Oh, yeah." Do you have more of you for moving this sofa? More of you? Anyway. The estate sale was apparently, I think, some director from some movie like Father the Bride or some kind of very chick flicky movie. The director's daughter was a set designer, and she had all furniture from the sets.
Oh, that's sick.
And they put it in a house that they were renting for like the week, and it was just this sofa was in this movie, and that couch was in this movie, and it's not really used. It's just set designs in the background. So my wife was like, we got to go. I'm like, okay. But she said, there's a huge line. And she saw it online on TikTok, on Instagram Reels.
Okay.
And then we woke up Sunday morning. She's like, there's no line.
How did she know there was no line Sunday
Because they
morning?
had like live updates.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. Now, as a good husband, what I do is I do nice things for my wife.
Sure. Such as?
To hold it over her later when I want something.
Right.
That's the only point to do anything.
Yeah,
and you'll learn soon enough, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've stacked up one favor in your favor.
Well, favors are not all created equal.
Sure.
This is a 3-year.
This is the 3. You're giving this a 3?
This is a 3. That's 2 rides to the airport and possibly a meal.
You're saying that's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sunday, 9 a.m. You want to go to an estate sale?
To the airport?
An estate sale?
Sounds kind of fun. Sounds a lot more fun than riding to the airport.
And yeah, I looked at women. And yeah, I may have flirted to a woman or two.
That was the deal you made. I'll go, but I'm gonna look at women.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna flirt. I'm gonna take okay. I drive. I take the wedding ring off. That's the deal.
I got a half hour alone in there. No wedding ring.
Alone. I wander around. I get to be with a dog, so they can talk to me. No, so we go. And
did you bring the dog?
Oh yeah, but then we couldn't bring the dog in.
Yeah.
So we put him in the car for like 30 minutes and we went inside. Don't worry, it was air conditioned. The car, it's fine. Anyway, beautiful neighborhood. Go in. She wants to buy 4 dining chairs. I'm like, we have dining. He's just like, okay. She's like, but these are good, solid wood, whatever. They go with our table, fine. So we're in line to pay for the chairs, and there's like a whole deal. They have like they've made the den into like where they check people out with an iPad, pay Venmo, you swipe, whatever. I'm in line with 4 other women, and I'm holding the chairs while she pays. Mm-hmm. And she goes, and one of the women go, "Wow, you got a hell of a score. Those are nice chairs." And I go, "Yeah." She's like, and then another woman says. She's like, don't worry, you're doing great.
To you?
Yeah, because I'm just holding the chairs. And be like, okay, I'm holding the chair. She's like being like encouraging.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so you're just kind of standing there with your arms.
She's like, oh, I'm keeping people away from the chair. Back off, you whore.
Pulling out a gun.
Back off.
The chairs are mine.
Solid wood. These are ours. Farm style. So anyway, so one woman goes, "You're doing great." I go, "Thanks."
That would honestly piss me off.
Really? No, it was nice. It was nice. It was just-
Okay, I wasn't there, but if somebody that sounds patronizing.
no, it wasn't.
You're
major.
doing great.
No, I looked a little stressed out because I was like, "Get away, get away."
Okay.
So she's being comforting, and then I went to the women like, "Yeah, we got 4 dining chairs. We already have dining chairs." I looked her dead in the eye and said this, and then she said to me, "Yes, but these are nicer." And I was like, wow.
Yeah, she's trying to make a sale, buddy.
No. She was
this
in
is
line.
somebody- oh.
Woman in line.
Yeah. She's backing up Courtney. She doesn't know you, dude. She's backing up your wife.
This is fucking
10 times out of 10.
But these are nicer chairs.
She knows, dude. She looked right at you and she said, "This fucking guy doesn't
And
know."
you know, I don't want to say women, but sometimes you can't help but see in whatever sex or gender or whatever you are, there are similarities. Like if you take me and you together and you put us in a room, we're not the same guy, but there's some similarities. You put a pole of wings in front of us, we're going to be run to it like a couple of rabid dogs.
Yeah,
right?
we're going to
You'll
town.
win because I'll let you, but but anyway. So when I saw that woman, when that woman said that, all I could think was like, man, that's. You're clear on her side. It's something my wife would say. You don't even know the chairs we have, but it's just something, and they all would say the same thing. It was very funny, but it was interesting. It was nice. Also the 1%ers, man. You guys, some clean streets. Dear God.
Oh, out there in the BH.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
so
nice out there.
clean.
It's nice out there.
So clean. All the streets were so clean. Everything went. So many Teslas, and I was like, okay. You were aware of the guy that made these, what he's done.
Yeah.
Okay, I see an Israeli flag. We're aware.
You're aware?
Okay.
Seems like you might have the resources to trade this in for something not associated with that guy, but hey, I don't know.
I guess a Beamer and a BMW also has their affiliations with a certain party, but it's been enough time, and
it's been a while.
Yeah, they've also,
And
apologized.
Sure, Japan was joined the Nazis during World War II, so you could make an argument for all the Japanese car companies, but then we're getting a little ridiculous.
Whoa. Yes, they're part of the axis of evil, but they're good.
Yeah, and,
Not that
but I don't know.
my denim is not problematic. I can't not wear it. I like Japanese denim. Where do we draw the line?
Where do we draw the line?
Selfish line.
No ethical consumption under capitalism is what I tell myself every time I buy something from a company I know is bad.
So then we went to a farmer's market.
Wow, what a classic white Sunday.
I fucking hated it. I just want to sit in my
Which farmer's market?
Melrose place, West Hollywood.
Wow, and you could have gone to the Hollywood farmer's market where I work, and you went to the West Hollywood market.
I could have.
Yeah, you really could have.
I could. And when people are buying bread from you,
Yeah.
I could have been like, "This is a buddy of mine.
He puts his boogers on the bread.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy that.
I've seen the way he lives. Don't. don't. I've seen the worst part side of that man. Don't
You
buy
don't
this
wanna do
bread.
that. You don't want to touch that.
Yeah. He's
What'd you get? Did you do any haggling at the
slop. Imagine. So no haggling.
No haggling at the farmer's market.
But I will say
farmer's
this.
market's the place to haggle.
No kids at this. Lot of little dogs. So many little dogs.
Okay.
I had a big moment with me and my wife.
Big moment.
Now, a lot of attractive people at this, male and female.
Sure.
Okay. And this has never happened to me and my wife. Now, listen, I just want to say International Women's Day just passed.
Shout out to the women. Let's give it up for the women real quick.
They're not listening. Looked at our
Greta Thunberg.
I looked at our
Michelle
analytics.
Obama.
We have legitimately 8% women, 92% men, and I don't know if these men have been with
Patty
women.
Mulderry, maybe the one woman listening.
None of these men have been with women. I'm pretty sure. We're very incel heavy, which is fine. I don't mind.
What's up, dude? Hey, yeah, come listen to us instead of shooting up a school.
I love the incels because the incels got a lot of time. They're not going on dates. They're just binging us.
Yes.
Love you, incels. Come to a show.
Come on out.
Yeah, but
we'll
don't-
introduce you to a woman if you promise
Well,
to not be weird.
No meet and greets.
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna.
I don't want to meet the
Do
incels.
that, but-
love the incel. Don't want to meet the incels.
Yeah.
But buy the merch and buy the tickets. But anyway, so we go. We walk. I just want to say International Women's Day recently passed. That being said, there was some beautiful women at this place. Now listen, I'm a man.
You're a man.
You're a man.
I'm a man.
You're definitely a man. I've been accused of being a man.
Sure. Sure, on your best days.
Now, did I look? Maybe. Do I have a staring problem?
Definitely.
Of course. It's
Well documented.
It's
staring
autism.
problem.
I'm not pervert. It's autism. Just like he's not a Nazi. He's autistic.
Exactly. Eddie's not a perv.
No.
He's on the spectrum.
Thank you. I'm not. Come on.
You could be both, but not him.
No, you're either one or the other. It's very black or white.
Yes.
There's no such thing as autistic creeps.
No
And I don't
nuance.
care if they are talking to 14-year-old people online and they're being apprehended at the Glendale Galleria. They're
All right. We've already wandered into this one too many times.
Anyway, a woman walks by me. How do I say this? Being delicate to the female form. She had workout clothes on and just some nice greasy boobs.
Greasy boobs. I'm glad you took the time to think about it and come up with a way to say it that didn't sound gross.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have an acute sense of diction like you.
No, but go on. Go on about these greasy yabos you were ogling.
So anyway, these hot tatas were coming towards me. Beautiful woman, big boobs, coming towards me. Now I looked. You can't help but look.
I'm only looking at eyes.
Okay. I looked. Now
I'm only looking at eyes and degrees.
Now
degrees that have framed on their walls.
I was afraid she
That's all
saw
I
me
see.
look, so I did the classic guy move. I made it seem like ew. I body shamed.
You body shamed.
So I said, "Look, those are wow. She really put those out there. What the hell's up with that?" What?
So hold on. I just want to make sure I understand. So you catch sight of some yabos and you think, uh-oh, I've been clocked as noticing these.
I try to save myself.
So your move is
Shame.
better call her gross.
I was like, wow, those are really out there. Holy crap.
Can you believe this?
That, man. I mean, there might be C's, double D's, maybe even E. I'd
have to get my hands in there to find out.
There were a handful of for sure, a mouthful even more. But so I say that.
Loud enough for her to hear?
Huh?
Loud enough for this woman to hear?
No.
Okay.
God, no. It was whispered. I was like, and then my wife looked and she was like, they're not that big. I was like, yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Then she had a little dog, and she's like, "Oh, look at it's my dog." And then Frankie jumped in her chest. I was like
father, like son. A moth to the flame.
Tom, everything I know.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're walking again down the street. She picked up some flowers. We walk towards the car. Woman walks towards me again, very heavy chested.
Sure.
I'm not making this mistake again. I look away.
Okay,
Beyond look away.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You walk into traffic because you're not even
it's like
paying
either
attention.
her boobs or the sun. I'm looking right in the sun, burn those retinas. I'm not looking. So I look right by. But I did peer a second. For a second, I went like this. I was like this, like that. I'm a man.
Just a sneaky look.
I was just like this, like, whatever. And then my wife nudges me and goes, "Those are big too." I was like, "Really? I didn't."
She's on to you, dude.
I didn't know.
She's friggin' on
She's
to
like, "I
you.
saw you look. You can look. I don't care." I'm like,
And then you were like, over there, down there, up there.
look at my phone. Look, I collect them. There's a secret folder.
I'm so glad we could finally connect
Anyway,
over this.
it's nice to be in that point where it's like, "Hey, wow, those are big," and she'd be like, "Yeah, they are big." It's like it was a sign of security.
Sure.
And if she did that to a guy, I'd be like, "Yeah, those." I mean, I guess you can't really say that. Look at that guy's cock
Check out
indent.
the schlong in those sweatpants.
But you know what? If there was
Check out the dick print
but
on
here's
12
the thing.
o'clock.
If
dick
we walked by a
print.
guy who had like tight shorts and a huge package, it looked like it was like a Cinnabon rolled up in there. I'd been like, "Holy crap! See the fucking
See the freaking schlong on that
the
guy?
kielbasa on that guy's biker shorts."
But I think I would. I would not be cool.
What do you mean?
I think I would be like, see the schlong on that guy? And if she were like, yeah, it's huge, I'd be like, why did you look?
Not me. I'd be like, "Yeah, it is big, isn't it?" because I love the male form.
You sure do.
God.
For research. For research.
So that was my little
That's a
moment.
pretty good little Sunday. Hold on, I know you're anti-segment, but I got a segment for us.
Please.
The follow-up file.
Okay.
We're gonna follow up on some stuff from last week.
Okay.
One, Uniqlo is Japanese. Two,
Thank you.
I did find the bit that I was thinking about. Remember when we were talking about the funeral and hiring celebrity impersonators, and I was like, somebody has a bit like this. It's a Nick Swardson bit where he talks about hiring John Stamos to come to his funeral.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Taco truck sideburns. I told you that I found a note in my phone that just said taco truck sideburns, and I couldn't remember. Those were food recommendations from someone in Long Beach. I figured out later. Sideburns. Sideburns is the name of a bar. But I think the most important follow-up, I talked to Maddie more about this hot tub story.
Oh, my God. I just want everyone to know, if you didn't listen last episode, go back because we need the engagement. But anyway, I talked to this with my wife.
Oh, yeah.
And my God.
Yeah, what was Courtney's take? And then I'll tell you the additional information.
Gross. Truly gross. You should never see your father's cock and balls. Mother's tits, fine. What are you gonna? I've seen my mom's boobs, sure, by accident, and it's really gross. Oh God.
You called them greasy, if I remember correctly.
I saw my mom's big greasy tits, and I was just like, I was like, no, thank you, Mom.
Franklin, get out of there.
Get out of there. Stop chopping on my mom's greasy tits. But anyway, mom's boobs, if you see that, okay. But dad's cock and balls, get out of town.
Wild.
Get out. That's an arrest. Arrest him.
Put him in jail.
I would have been, if I was in that hot tub, I'd be like, I'm arresting.
Lock him up.
His girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, the one that got away, went to their home or whatever state they're from. Probably
visited my ex or her ex, went with the family to their place.
And they said, let's all jump in the hot tub. No precursor of it being a nudist kind of thing or any kind of like.
It was assumed that's how they live.
Yeah, okay. And then then they're all naked.
Yeah.
Blasphemous.
All naked. And so I asked Maddie, because you brought up an interesting question. You said, what's the protocol for getting out? Mm-hmm. And she turned to me and she said, it was stressful.
Yeah, of course.
Because I've got more context. So apparently this family, they like to have a good time. They'll throw parties. They'll get a little loose, have some drinks,
Gross, so gross.
And so this is at the end of the night. They've had a party at their house. It's the end of the night. They're like, let's all get in the hot tub. People are getting in and out to get drinks.
Naked? Yeah. Wait a second. There's multiple nudes?
Multiple nudes?
Wait, there's
mom, dad. I think it's just the four of them in the tub.
So they were like, I'm going to get some more sangria.
Who needs more daiquiris? Yeah.
And then he gets out, cock and balls flopping around. And I want to preface this then to our 3 female listeners out there. The older you get, the more she sags. And the more she sags, fine. But with water and heat, it sags more and looser.
You get a real stretch.
Because the testicles need to stay cool. And the way they stay cool is being away from the body.
That's why you shrink up when it's cold, so that they can warm them up closer to your body. That's why people said for a while, I don't know if it's true, but wearing whitey tighties might lower your sperm count because your balls are too hot. They need room to.
I actually would love a slow sperm count. I'm hoping.
You would love a lower sperm.
Well,
get a vasectomy.
That's ridiculous.
Why?
No, I'd rather just sit on a microwave or just wear tight underwear.
Drink a bunch of Mountain Dew.
Drink Mountain Dew.
Just punch yourself in the nuts all
day. Yeah. Punch myself in the nuts, go horseback riding, sit on a microwave, put my phone on my crotch. I'd rather do it that way.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, I don't want some scalpel down there. I want radiation.
There's no scalpel.
What? How do you get a vasectomy?
It's not a scalpel anymore. It's like a laser or something.
Is it a laser?
Yeah. Oh. There's no incision.
No incision.
It's basically
painless. Are you sure? I had a friend just got a vasectomy. He said he got stitched up and his stitches popped.
That's horrifying. I didn't. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. From what I've heard, it's just like a, like it's almost like getting a tattoo removed.
You had to get stitches removed. Yeah.
Let's do some. I'll do some research. We'll check in on the next follow up.
There's YouTube videos.
Because I want my man to get a vasectomy.
No.
I think it'd be so freeing for you.
No, there's YouTube videos on how to do it, and I'm willing to save $1 or $2.
You're haggling with. I'm sorry. A vasectomy costs how much?
Okay, instead of a nurse, can I just get a friend?
Yeah. You got any coupons or anything?
Yeah.
Can I sign up for a mailing list?
Is it cost more?
I've got $200 cash right now.
Yeah. How about you do it after hours? Is it cheaper if it's not during office hours?
I've heard you actually can haggle with the doctor
Yeah, I think you can.
and the dentist.
Insurance-wise.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the nudes. So the context, they're getting in and out of the hot tub.
Yeah, that's all. Just that they were people in and out of that tub.
Disgusting. A little something in the news. Just want to give a shout out to my home and native land. They just elected a new prime minister.
Did they?
Yeah.
Who is it?
I don't know. What's it?
Is it the conservative guy or the progressive guy?
No, because the way that works is all.
Was it Polly? Isn't there a guy?
Polyov, yeah, he looks like a little. Is
that who got?
No, he's almost like he's kind of Ben Shapiro-y.
Yeah. He's like I've heard him described as sort of like Canada's Trump. Canada. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Canada Prime Minister election. Mark Carney.
Yeah, sounds like a good name.
Give it up to the Carn.
I love a Carn dog.
Oh, he's part of the Liberal Party. I don't know what that means in Canada, but
Carn dog.
Carn dog.
Hey, nothing's more Canadian than the Carn dog.
The country of Canada's chomping on Carn dogs for the foreseeable future.
So I just want to say, number one, there might be a chance we get barred from ever crossing the border as Americans. And even though I am a citizen, so I might have to figure out what side of the line I'm going to be on, because it's going to get real hairy out there, because they're going to cut off the power to New York State, Minnesota, and Michigan because of the trade war.
Right,
Ontario.
the trade war.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
did you have a green card before you were a citizen?
Yes.
And what was your understanding of your green card? Like, could they take that away?
No. Oh, they can if you create a felony.
If you do a felony.
But now I'm a citizen, so they can never take it away.
They can never take it away.
But you pledge an oath to Uncle Sam or whoever, saying, "Hey, I will rescind all affiliations with any other crown or any other princes and kings, and I'm an American citizen."
That must have been hard to turn your back on the Prince of Canada.
Yeah,
Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. Michael J. Fox. Oh, I love that guy. He's a fun little guy.
He's a fun little guy.
But anyway,
he's phenomenal. Yeah.
So, time traveler, one of the first.
And a Teen Wolf.
Yeah, Teen Wolf.
He accomplished so much in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so I'm a little bit like perturbed by this trade war, because like he's trying to ruin my country and trying to make it a whole state.
Well, I mean, you signed an oath. It's not your country anymore.
Yeah, but I like to go back and pretend.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back. So here's the thing. We're going to go to Canada. Now, you're going to get some people asking you questions.
I'm going to get a maple leaf tattooed on my face.
On your face?
Yeah. So nobody questions me.
Just across like you're like, what's her name?
You think I'm going to
Rose?
get questions from whom?
Well, people are going to, I think
Border
locals are going to be
Patrol?
like, oh, you live in Seattle. Oh, no, you live in Los Angeles.
Who am I talking to?
Locals, you're performing.
Oh, okay, on stage.
Yeah.
Sure. I thought you meant like out and about. Like I'm just walking up to people.
You
Like,
might get-
I'm not from around here.
You might get booed.
I might get booed.
You might get booed. Not me. Born and raised in Canada.
Could be kind of fun to get booed.
We'll get it on tape.
We'll get it on. We'll see what
And
happens.
it'll go viral. Woke Canadian audience boos white man.
Who's red-blooded American,
American,
and
yeah.
then I could use that to catapult myself into the alt-right pipeline,
Wow.
and then this podcast could really take off.
Right to the moon.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a big this whole.
Can you imagine if we were on a panel at CPAC this time next year?
Imagine?
Can you imagine rubbing elbows with Kyle Rittenhouse, and probably by
Patel.
then Derek Chauvin will be out. Oh man,
The Shove.
yeah, it's the big show. That'll be the music he comes out
Just
to.
walking in with an orange suit.
He'll have a fucking huge gun. He'll shoot it into the air.
Yeah. Just signing people's knee.
Yeah.
Just just terrible, man. It's gonna happen.
He's wearing a pair of pants that are cut off above the knee on one leg. This is it. This is the one. And people are, yeah, we love violence.
God, these CPAC maniacs. Listen, we're making a parody out of it, but we're not that far off.
We're not that far off. I mean, Elon Musk's walking around with a chainsaw.
Oh God, yeah, he's really. I feel like, oh my God, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm never this kind of guy. I'm always like, America will be fine. We'll figure it out. But now I'm just like, oh man, it's really getting weird.
It's getting weird. Yeah, I mean, they deported that guy who had a green card. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, is that why you brought that up?
Yeah, he was protesting the Palestine the occupation of Palestine, and got arrested in the protest, and then they deported him. He's like a pregnant wife. He's a green card, which from what I understand, you can't just like deport someone who has a green card.
Which reminds you, there is no two-state solution. There's only one. There is no line. It's funny you brought that up. I've always wanted to say this out loud.
Yeah.
As a new citizen, I've always said there is no road to
I've always
peace.
said whatever President Trump wants is what's
Yeah,
right.
it's allowed to defend itself.
Yeah.
I've always said this.
Just say vague. Yeah. They're allowed
to defend.
They are allowed.
Yeah, if someone were to come inside my house and take away my wife, I'm allowed to blow up their whole block. That's how it works, right? As a citizen who
wants to stay here.
Yes. I've always said this. Woo! Running them up. Oh man, no, but I'm a citizen. You can't take me away.
Can't.
No, unless you ask me to leave.
Or you pay him enough. We will move to Canada if you pay us enough. I'd move to.
Canada would love you. They would love.
I think
you.
I love Canada. I got no beef. Hey, elbows up. We're friends.
Great,
dude.
it's great beef there.
Great beef.
Yeah. So the country is galvanized. They're like, we're sticking through it. We're gonna be okay. And I'm kind of caught between two worlds here.
Yeah.
Mom and dad are fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm just like in the middle, being like, I live with dad,
Right.
but I love visiting mom.
Mom's more fun.
Well, not just mom. I feel safe with mom.
Yeah. Yeah, in a way, dad's more fun.
Dad's fun.
Dad's fun.
But it's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never know when he's going to snap and turn on you.
Yeah. Like being a dual citizen, both American and Canadian, I'm stuck right in the middle. I live with dad,
Yeah.
but it's exciting, but dangerous.
Yeah.
But mom's fun and safe.
Yeah, mom's safe. You're going to have a good time with mom.
But here's the thing with mom.
But when you're with dad, you might get to shoot a gun and ride a motorcycle.
Dad, it's kind of like, whoa, a lot of toys here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of toys at dad's house.
But here's the thing with mom's house. Mom is fun. Mom is comfortable. Mom is safe. But it's, the thermostat, she keeps it too cold. And it's just like, it's hard. It's just like, come on, mom. But I love mom.
But we love mom.
I came from mom.
You came right out of there.
Yeah. And I'd love for you to be with my mom.
Can't wait to be with your mom.
I'd love you to be in my mom.
I can't wait to be in your mom.
Yeah. So, oh man. Yeah, it's going to be interesting in the next year or so. I think these tariffs are going to eventually, because the stock market took a plunge, baby.
Yeah, it did.
My stock portfolio, my 401, my IRA was like,
Yeah, I haven't looked. I don't want to.
don't.
Yeah.
I just looked recently. I was like, oh God, no. And here's the thing. To all you guys out there, just you MAGA guys, or like the economy, all of a sudden he's very kind of coy about the stock market. He's like, sir, what do you think about the stock market? He's like, oh, I haven't really checked. You haven't checked. It's your whole thing.
That's your whole thing.
It's your whole thing.
You were running it like a business. Businesses make money.
Hey, this one does not.
What's going on?
So maybe Canada will just be like, I don't know I don't know what the end game is. The end game is, I guess, jobs in America. We don't want jobs.
I don't want a job.
No.
I
didn't come to America to work. I came to
a
America
podcast in every home.
Yes, I think everyone. Yeah, I think a podcast should be every job. Every person should have a podcast, and that
I
should
say
make money.
lower the prices on podcast equipment.
Yeah.
We need more podcasts.
I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know. It's my first election. Is it me?
I think we figured it out. I think you're the problem. Send him back to Canada.
No.
Email.
June 20th, I'm going back to Canada.
See him there.
Yeah. But
He might not be allowed back.
No,
We'll see.
We'll see. You never know, man.
Frankly, we might both be at risk. Who knows what they're listening to?
I will say all this like tariffs are on, tariffs are off, tariffs are on. I was like, oh my God, man, it's a bit like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Not bipolar. It's kind of like mood swingy. It's
dramatic.
It's dramatic.
It's a little dramatic.
It's a little dramatic. And that's what this president is dramatic.
He's a dramatic. Yes, he's an entertainer.
whatever. He's like, shake things up. Let's shake these. Let's make the market really volatile. Let's make people wonder and worry.
Let's make them talk about me.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to tell you I had sort of a weird experience at a show on Friday.
The one in Santa Barbara?
No, this one was in downtown.
Okay.
Did a show downtown. I waited a little while into the podcast. I think there's a chance this person hears this. I think there's a chance.
Don't use names.
I won't.
Okay.
They'll know. I did a show. It was a Don't Tell, BYOB Don't Tell show.
Love those. Shout out to Don't Tell. You're doing great work.
Guy shows up with 4 bottles of champagne.
An audience member.
4 bottles of champagne.
He's here to party. BYOB.
Hey, we love it. No complaints. That's sick.
Just don't drive home.
Just don't drive home.
Or at least take side streets.
Or just be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Just be a little careful.
Yeah.
Have a cup of coffee. Be careful. Sits front row. Drinks all 4 bottles of champagne.
During the show. Straight to the bottle? Straight from the bottle?
Yeah, he's got cups. And his friend might have had some of it. I'm not positive, but
how many friends?
At least one friend.
4 bottles, 2 friends.
Who was also not just one. Yeah, 4 bottles, 2 people. The friend also was like, somebody talked to them during the show, had met. He was like, I just moved to LA like 3 days ago. This is like the first person I met. He asked me if I wanted to come to this. So here I am, you know? And
sounds like a real excuse for a guy with a real problem.
So this man drinks 4 bottles of champagne. At one point, gets up and it's in a hair salon.
Okay. That's what these shows are, by the way.
Yeah,
they're improvised spaces.
Yes. And so normally this is a hair salon. In one corner of the hair salon, there's a mini fridge. And he gets up and just walks over and pops it open and helps himself to a bottle of water. And I'm sitting with the person who owns the hair salon.
But that's good because they want him to, like, you know,
well, he's got to
sober up.
hydrate. Yeah. But a little presumptuous.
Okay. Yes and no. Yes and no. He doesn't know the rules.
I suppose. I would feel. Are you saying you're going to wander around in a?
Well, I did a show with them on Saturday, and it was in a CrossFit gym, and I just went up to the water tower and got a water.
Water tower?
Well, like not a water tower. It's like a water fountain.
Oh, water fountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different than getting a bottle of water.
I guess I don't know. I don't know what the protocols with these guys because it's just these shows. It's kind of like.
I'll grant you. It's.
If it was in a cooler, it'd be different.
It's nebulous.
Yeah.
It's in a fridge, like a mini fridge.
Okay.
Anyways, that's not. Anyways, at one point, I'm hosting the show. He comes up to me during someone else's set and is like, "That was really good. I'm so proud of you."
He said to you?
Said he was proud of me.
Not bad.
Not bad, but that's a strange...
Better than negative.
And I appreciate a compliment, and I appreciate
He's proud
anyone
of
who
you.
likes my set. I like that.
Hey, man, he's proud of you.
I think telling someone you don't know that you're proud of them it feels weird.
Okay.
On the receiving end, that feels weird.
But you performed, and you had a great set.
I did.
Okay. So you feel like... Did you feel like it was kind of like, oh, he's being facetious? He's kind of like being sarcastic?
No, I just didn't. I just thought...
Didn't rub you the wrong way.
That's an interesting way to put that.
What'd you say
Thank you.
back?
I said, thank you. And then he said, do you know my friend Todd? And I said, no.
Okay.
I don't think so. I'll show you a picture. And I was like, yeah, maybe later. Apparently this person had done stand-up at some point somewhere.
Okay.
Drinks all 4 bottles of champagne. And then after the show is like, great job. I'm so proud of you. Says it again.
Again. Now we're being sarcastic.
I'm still not sure what to make of it. Then he says, let's take a couple pictures. Sure, no problem. I'll take pictures with anybody after the show. Take a couple pictures. And then he's like, do you want to exchange numbers? And I was like, oh, no, thanks.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe, and then it was like, okay, maybe not, maybe some other time. And I'm like, yeah, maybe some other time. Then I'm getting ready to leave. And, I'll be honest, I don't want to have another conversation.
With him.
Sure.
Totally cool.
Yeah.
You're allowed to. America. This is what we fight for rights.
But he's kind of hovering around outside. So I wait.
Waiting for you. With the friend?
Unclear. It turns out his friend was in the restroom. So I don't think he was waiting for me. But I was just kind of like, I'll just let him clear out before I go.
Okay. So you walk out, then what happens?
Well, he comes back in, finds me, and says, I'm so proud of you. Give me a hug. Gives me a hug.
4 proud of yous.
Yeah. Then...
Kiss?
No. The next day,
don't know why I
follows
said
me on
that.
follows me on Instagram. The next day, sends me another, I'm proud of you.
Really?
Then the next day, sends a friend request on Venmo. What? Seems like a nice enough. I don't know if you're listening. I don't have anything against you, but this feels like a bit much for someone I've just met. The Venmo friend request now, though, I'm also like, are you going to send me money?
You know what? I think this is a good time in the podcast to fully apologize to women. It is weird out there. Is this what happens to you guys every week, every day?
All the time, yeah. And I am I feel like physically capable of defending myself against this person, and that's part of the reason why this is not like scary or even.
But
like
imagine you were like my
bad.
weak little body. Yeah,
I'm just sort of like that's.
yeah. Because I've been told I'm very mountable. A guy of his size, probably. I assume he's probably a tall guy.
He was in fact taller than me.
I am a woman at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm weak. I'm small. Yeah. I'm like, oh no. Women, I'm sorry. Is this what you deal with on a daily basis?
On a daily basis. Wow.
Every day, I'm proud of you. Only it's like, hey, you're so beautiful.
Look at us learning. This is our special International Women's Month segment where we
episode 41 is when I realized that women are
hard.
in constant danger.
It's kind of hard to be a woman, I think.
Whoa.
I know.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
I thought you guys were cruising your way to every, except for the presidency, but every job was yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So
have I told you the story about?
Hold on. Let's get back to this. So what happens now? Dude, block the guy?
I didn't block.
Is he coming to the show on Wednesday?
I don't know. It's a possibility.
What if he comes?
I think if he wants to send messages and come to shows and is receptive to me being like, hey man, I gotta go, then I don't have to do anything.
What if this happens? Let me paint you a little picture with my little hands. What if we have a show together? Let's say we have our show on Wednesday, Totally Comedy Show every single Wednesday at Bar Lubitsch in West Hollywood. Come down, some great shows.
Come on down. We got Ashley Hesseltine this week.
He often hosts it. So this is going to air after the show's done. Anyway, but anyway, every Wednesday.
We had Ashley Hesseltine 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
It was great. You should have been there.
So let's just say young Brenty here performs, has a good set. I perform, have a good set. And he's waiting after the show.
Yeah.
And says, I'm proud of you.
Uh-huh.
And then what do? I wait in the wings. And I'm like,
oh, yeah. What if he...
And then he comes up to me and he goes, hello. I'm like, no proud of you? I did equally, if not better.
Do you want to follow me on Instagram?
Aren't you proud of what I've done? Don't you find it miraculous that a man of my stature and of my certain, whole demeanor did really well and related to a bunch of people that he shouldn't have related to? Isn't that something that you should be proud of? And he'd be like, oh yeah, you were up there, right? I'm like, he doesn't know I was up there. Okay. So you're proud of him, you're not proud of me. I taught him everything he knows. I would really bother me if you're proud of you and not me.
Yeah.
I want the proud.
I can tell.
I'd want the proud.
You want someone to scare you a little.
No. I just want someone to be proud of me.
You just want someone to be proud of you. Well, let's get him to a show.
No. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm going to say, I got a friend I think you should meet.
He'll accept he'll accept all your compliments.
Yeah.
Well, you're not in any danger, are you?
I don't think so.
Okay. He might be like right now, just like...
He's outside the door.
No, he's just like at home, and he's just on his computer looking for footage of you, and he can't find any, which is something I've always said. You got to post more. You're funny.
I should post more.
But actually now, great excuse not to. This creeps out there.
He's got 39 hours of podcasts to get through.
Yeah, but he wants you alone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's going to send me a message like, I'd love to watch the podcast, but I just cannot be proud of that other guy.
The other guy I'm not proud of. Actually, my pride for you is weaning because you're associating yourself with that guy.
That would be perfect.
It's like
I actually lost a lot of respect for you when I listened to your friend on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm losing a lot of pride because of the little guy you're with. He's not a good person.
But if you're listening, Thanks. I do appreciate it. You're proud
Would
of
it,
me.
would it kill you to leave a comment?
Would it kill you? Would Venmo me?
Can you Venmo him like $800 every
honestly,
month to pay his damn rent?
Yeah. And leave a comment.
Yeah.
Share the pod with some friends.
Oh God, this is gonna be weird. But hey, who are we to turn down fans?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll take anywhere I can get it.
so you got any bits you're working on?
Oh boy, I kind of do. Okay. This is not exactly a bit. This is kind of I'm still trying to work out this amateur pedophile hunter thing.
Oh no, we're done.
Here's my new thing.
No, if I swear to God, if I'm on stage, if I'm gonna be following you in a pedophile bit where you're like, hear me out. They're victims too.
No, I've changed my approach. My approach now
They're
is
being predatory. They're being
my new thing is the guys making the videos, the amateur pedophile hunters. They're pedophiles.
No,
They're
we're
for
done.
Sure pedophiles.
We're done.
You're gonna pretend to be a child who wants to have sex with an
No.
adult. You're a pedophile,
But
dude.
they're catching the creeps. I
Are
don't
they?
know why you want to. I don't know this fight, which makes you wonder what is going on with you.
Anyways, okay.
I get it. Someone's pretending to be a child and getting off on it,
That's
sort
weird,
of. But they're
yeah.
catching somebody. So it's a small price to pay to catch a creep.
I suppose. I guess, yeah. That did sort of make me. It's like, well, okay, maybe they're just keeping each other occupied. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's if I want to find a silver lining, it's like all of these pedophiles are just keeping each other busy and leaving the kids out of it.
I dread the day when I see you being arrested at the Glendale Galleria Mall, and all you're saying is, "Listen, I only talk to them because I want to point out that they're creepy too." I'm like, Brent,
I knew it was an adult.
I knew it was an adult the whole time, but I just wanted them to know that I know that you're being creepy. And I was like, yeah, but you're arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be bad. Well, I know enough to not go to the Glendale Galleria.
Yeah, you stay away from Glendale. Dude, I keep getting hit with these guys getting caught at the Glendale Galleria Mall.
Okay, I'll leave that alone for now. What about
please.
this? Is this funny?
It needs time to mature.
This is okay. This is going to sound weird following that.
I
but
can't.
No, it's not like that. But I think that I was thinking about it the other day, like what is my actual biggest fear? And one of them is that I will hurt a child. Like not on purpose. That some act of like negligence or carelessness will result in serious injury or death for a child.
Okay.
That's like the biggest fear that I have.
Okay.
And then my second biggest fear is that the Seattle Mariners finally win a World Series and I just feel nothing.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh man. I don't know when to take that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I wrote it down and I was like, I'll say it on the pod. I don't know what to make of
it's
that.
funny that like I think you should say
I think it's
like,
the contrast.
the reason why I
know.
don't want to be a father is because my biggest fear is that I won't be a good dad. I'll be negligent, and that kid will die.
Yeah.
Also, if so you can say my two biggest fears is number one and number two. If the Seattle Mariners win the World Series, and I feel nothing, which means another child died. That child inside of me.
Oh no, that's good.
There you go.
That means I did hurt a child. Another child.
My inner
did.
child was dead.
My inner child.
Yeah, which means my inner child died. So I think if you preface as a father,
Yeah,
like
I
the reason
think
why
that would
I'm
help.
scared to be a father, my two biggest fears, like if I become a father, that I will be a bad father, negligent, and lead to my son's or lead to my child's death. That's what I'm afraid of. And my biggest fear is that my hometown Seattle Mariners win the World Series and I feel nothing, which means a child inside of me died. So I guess either way, children
Either
are
way,
dying.
a dead kid. That's my biggest fear is dead kid. Okay.
You're on one this week.
I'm really on one this
Oh,
week.
man.
This isn't a bit yet, but I just remembered that there's a Funko Pop that is
What's a Funko Pop?
you know those little like vinyl, they're like little toys. Here, I'll show you a Funko Pop. They make them for like Marvel characters. People, you've clearly never worked in an office. They're always on people's desks in offices.
Okay.
Funko Pop. They're like these guys.
Oh
Yeah.
I see him around.
And we were one day, me and my friends were trying to think of like what's the weirdest Funko Pop you could imagine, and the one that I said was if they made a Manny from Modern Family Funko Pop, that would be very strange. They don't, but they do make a Funko Pop of you've seen Get Out, right? Mm-hmm. They make a Funko Pop of that scene where he's strapped to a chair
Yeah.
and being hypnotized, and there are tears streaming down his face.
Yeah, it's like the poster pretty much.
Yes. They make a Funko Pop of that.
Really?
Yes, that you can buy on Walmart.
Can I see?
Yes, hold on. I took a screenshot. I hope. But I was just thinking, can you imagine if you came to my home and this was the only Funko Pop I had?
Oh, that's not good.
Wouldn't that be so weird?
You know what'd be actually worse than this as a Funko Pop is the scene in Pulp Fiction when Ving Rhames is getting railed from behind.
That would be really bad.
Or the Gimp from that memory is ingrained in my head. So those are the top 2 worst Funko Pops.
Top 2 worst Funko Pops. But this one's real.
Yeah.
Is what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Again, you can buy this on Walmart.com.
Where's the bit?
That's it. I just think it'd be so weird if I had one in my home.
Now we're getting old. We're just pointing out things for sale that shouldn't be for sale. Why would they sell that? Getting old, man. Getting old. We're just yelling at this. We're just yelling at stores.
Oh God! I thought it was so funny when I wrote it down. It's like imagine me having this.
It is fun. It is funny, but I think maybe the joke lies in like mentioning other scenes. That if that's a Funko Pop, then this certainly is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What other scenes, iconic scenes, and should be Funko Pop worthy?
Well, now I feel like I'm wading into dangerous territory.
I know. I'm not sure what movies have like terrible scenes.
Roots.
No,
that's what I mean.
I was going to go there.
But if you're making this into a Funko Pop, I mean, I'm not gonna buy either of them.
Yeah. You just like maybe like a little Funko Pop.
Oh, the scene from there's a scene there's a Funko Pop of the ass to ass scene from Requiem for a Dream.
There you go. Or like maybe him like with no arm, lying on the ground, screaming.
Human Centipede Funko Pop.
Okay. Oh man. Well, I got a bit about me and my wife.
Let her rip.
It's kind of fun.
I'm scaring Eddie this week.
Yeah, it's all good. This is a full bit that I did like on last night. I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. So I'll just recite the bit to you. So me and my wife have been together for 7 years, and you can really tell it's interesting when you look at your text messages. You look at the pictures I've sent my wife from when we first started dating until now. They're similar but a little different. Like when I first started dating my wife, I sent her a picture one time of me with my shirt off. Kind of flirty, kind of cringe, kind of me, you know? Yeah. And I said, hey, is this what you want? Right?
Huh?
Last picture I sent my wife was a picture of some foot cream. And I wrote, is this what you want? So I bet you're saying, like, why are those similar? Because both were taken at a Target. So.
Okay, this is good. I was worried that because you did tell me this bit last week.
Yeah.
But you've refined it a lot.
Refined. I forgot I did.
Yeah.
It's
better. Hey, this guy.
Thank
look
you.
at this guy working on
I'm growing.
I'm impressed.
Another bit.
Me, I just come with 3 more of the craziest things I could write down.
Now I got another bit.
Okay, hit me.
Maybe you'll like this. Child sex work. Now, anyway, I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Thanks for being part of this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the podcast. Hit the notification bell. Get notified every time an episode comes out. We got shows coming up. April 10th, we'll be in Seattle. March 29th, we'll be in Dallas. I got, and also I just secured June 20th in Vancouver. I'm headlining a show in Vancouver, June 20th. Talk to you soon. Have a good one.
Bye.